Hey, good morning, Teresa. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday morning. I wanted to show you a couple things just so that you could know exactly what I can do with for you. I'd like to do your website, Teresa. I'd like to do your marketing online. I want to show you some of the things that I know, and I think you'll pretty much be impressed with some of this. So anyway, I Googled lawyers Baton Rouge, divorce lawyers, and lawyers near me, just to kind of show you a couple different things, okay? So regardless of what you Google, this top area right here, this is Google Ads. So they're paying for the click. They're not paying for the impression. So right now, they're not paying to be here. If I click on their ad, however, they're going to get charged whatever they're bidding on this particular keyword right here. If you scroll down a little bit, these guys are also paying to be here. And then if you scroll a little bit down further, then you get to the map section. So these guys are not paying to be here. And then you got a bunch of like big websites like Yelp and, Find Law, Legal Match, and all those websites. So why are those websites ranking? Well, how is it that these guys are on the first page of Google for free, basically, and these guys down here are also on Google for free? And so that just means that they've done something right concerning the website, because in order for a website to rank, one of the things that it has to have a lot of content. And I'll show you that here in just a second. But there's got to be content for Google to crawl. And then it takes that content and it makes it relevant to specific words, the way that you set it up. So let me show you here. So we do what we call, this is my website presentation, Teresa. Okay, maybe you can tell me, you can be a friend of mine and just critique it a little bit, let me know what you think, because this is what I do when I'm trying to gain a website client. We design our websites in WordPress. It's an open platform. It means that programmers all across the world have created functionalities for the site that you can either buy or you can pay a monthly fee to access. Those are always used as plugins, and they're plugged into the website. We do branding, logo, business cards, banners, yard signs, card magnetics, t-shirts, brochures, pins. I can get all that stuff at a discount. I have contacts, been doing this for a very long time. When it comes to SEO, which is search engine optimization, which is basically how your website is found on the internet, then I do Google ads, Facebook ads. All of that is basically considered paid per click. So you set up a budget, and then you target specific words, and you determine over time which words bring you the best income, and then you stick to that. There's organic SEO, which is how the website is found organically without paying for the traffic. And I use a lot of pieces of software to make that happen. Software called Bright Local, GMB Everywhere, SpyFu. Google has a site kit that I use as a plugin that I plug into the WordPress websites. I use all of these basically to work for my clients. You could look at all of these different softwares. They all work together to make a pretty amazing way to be found on the internet. And I can show you all of that as well. So anyway, so going back to this, if you'll notice on when I scroll down, that your maps probably doesn't look like this, because I have a plugin, a software called GMB Local, GMB Everywhere, that I use to do audits for clients. So let's say that you want to figure out, well, how in the world is Greg ranking right here at the top of maps for free? And if you, let's say these other attorneys have a monthly budget of $3,000 or $4,000 for their Google ads, and this guy Greg is ranking right here, the value of being here is about $3,000, $4,000 a month, because he's not paying for it, but however, he's paying for somebody to make sure that his website's ranking correctly. If you click on Basic Audit, it goes to the audit of this particular company, Greg Cordier. And I want to show you something. This is his website, okay? And this is also designed in WordPress. Now, how do I know it's designed in WordPress? If you go up here to the browser and you were to put in a -wp-admin, which stands for the administrative side of the WordPress platform, and hit enter, it goes to the login section for his website. And yours would be the same. So if I designed your website, I would design it in WordPress, and then at the you would have a login just like this. Now, when you log in, not to get too far off course here, let me find one that I've got open. All right, so this is the back end of Dexter Honore's website. Okay, so this is what the dashboard looks like on a WordPress website. So as you can see, it tracks a lot of things. It's going to track the traffic, how many people are finding the site, how are they landing on the site, what pages are they looking at, how long are they on the website. But the real important piece of the website is really this post section, which is how we add content to a website. So why is this important? Why is the content on the website so important? You remember the Dewey Decimal System, Teresa, in the library? Every book had 2 index cards. So those index cards were basically 2 opportunities to find that book. So what happens today is Google has, they index your website. Well, how does it do that? It indexes every individual page of the site. So every single page of your website is indexed individually by Google, and then the way that you set up each one of those pages is how you tell Google what I want this page to rank for. So, for example, right here, you're going to see these little green dots. So this means that the SEO has been done properly on this particular page, and the readability of the content that we authored for the page is also passes their little score. It's not always green. Originally, it begins as red, and then once we begin working on it, then it will be orange, and then finally it'll be green. So it takes a little bit of while to get it to where you're passing everything to where you have it optimized as best as possible. And so being optimized, the reason why that's important is because this is how you set up to be indexed by Google. And so we use a plugin, it's an SEO plugin called Yoast on the website that helps us accomplish this. So you're going to notice that down here, our focus keyword is home remodeling. Well, that keyword has to appear in the content X amount of times, and that's considered the keyword density. And so that's how that happens. We also have to have outbound links and inbound links and links within the website to be able to have a good SEO ranking. And then so once you click on the SEO analysis down here, right, then it'll actually line everything out that needs to be done in order to get it to the green. Like this is key phrase in the introduction. Your key phrase or its synonyms do not appear in the first paragraph. So they want me to add that, and then that'll turn this to green. And that's how this entire little process has went. In addition, we embed the alt tag, which is a code that goes into the image, because Google can't crawl images, so you have to basically tell Google what an image is, and we usually will embed the actual focus keyword into that image. So there's a lot of little things that go on in order to get a website optimized on each individual page. Okay, going back to the audit that we did on Greg here on his why is this guy ranking so well on maps. And so when you scroll down here, right, this is the SEO audit link. So you could, first of all, you can look at when's the last time Google crawled this website. So it was yesterday. So this is important because the more often you make changes to your website, Google understands that you are keeping relevant information on your site. And so by adding consistent content and blogs on the site, you basically train Google's algorithms to come back and crawl your website more often. So this is a snapshot of the pages that appeared on February 17th, which is yesterday. So Google looked at this man's website yesterday. He could make changes today and it may not show. If somebody could look at the website, Google may present to them the last cache that it has on that particular site. That's how it works. And so anyway, all right, so going back over here to the SEO audit links, let's look at the pages that are indexed by Google. So this is what's really important as well, right? Because you'll notice that right here. Okay, so as you can see here on his website, let me see. He's got 32 pages that are not indexed, 24 pages that are indexed on his particular website. I also did it over here on, this guy is the Russell Law Firm. And so when you look at the Russell Law Firm, look how many pages they got indexed, Teresa. So that's every page basically targeting different focus keywords, trying to rank in different areas, you know, Zachary and all these different areas. And so that's the purpose of having all the content on the site. This guy's got tons and tons of pages. They're all, Russell Law Firm, just constant, a lot of content. And we can do the exact same thing for you. So I'm going to follow up with a phone call. I know how to do this thing, Teresa. I want you to give me the opportunity to do your website, build it all up, and connect everything for you. And then we'll take it from there. But I appreciate the opportunity.